Guys, we're diving deep into the science of habits, and we've got some practical tips to share on how to make those habits actually stick like glue. Welcome to your daily dose of selfishness, where we're all about positivity, liberation, empowerment, nurturing self love, and self care. I hope that you had an amazing year, guys. And although we know that 2023 was a hectic one for most of us, however, you made it through and now you're back and ready for round two. So happy New Year's to you, Lynn's family. And let's get it together. Last year we discussed, it felt like a little crazy to say it was literally damn, it was literally like a couple hours ago to even say that. Like, that's super crazy. But we talked about boosting our self confidence through self discipline and how to build resilience so that we can level up and elevate our mental grit. This year, I want us to continue this self love journey and focus on numero uno. It's also the first Monday of the month and the first Monday of the year. And we are starting off right on the right foot, especially if you were listening to this podcast. I appreciate you, and I'm dedicated to becoming the best version of myself. And honey, nothing is going to stop me from getting there. So if you were here, like I said, I know you are ready for the same thing as well. So we're going to get ready for some habit forming magic on our podcast today, and I have a lot tuned in for you guys. So let's get into the intro. Hey guys, and what's up, TFS? It's your girl FunSize, and I'm back with another fun creation. Welcome back to my podcast, Self-ish, where we learn how to boost our self-confidence by breaking bad habits and unlearning what we were taught growing up. I'm your favorite mindset and accountability coach, boudoir photographer, and certified body image coach. So without any more hesitation, let's jump into today's show. Okay, happy new year again. Once again, guys, I'm super pumped up and excited. We are back with another round of Selfish, the podcast. So I'm super excited for that. If this is your first time here, shout out to you. Make sure you share me with your friends, and don't forget to rate us as well. So today we are literally talking on a show. I said, what did I mention earlier? I said we're doing practical tips to help those New Year's resolutions stick like glue. So first off, we actually have to break down 3 parts of a habit. We all know what a habit is, but there are actual components of a habit that can be broken down in order for you to become the better version of yourself, or the best version of yourself is what we've learned to say. So there's the cue, aka the trigger, the routine, aka the behavior, and the reward. And we all know what the reward is. However, once you understand the other 2, you'll be able to master self-discipline and learn how to create new habits. You'll even learn how to change existing bad habits with ease. So today, my whole goal is to be able to, by the end of today's show, actually be able to show us, not even show us, but be able to teach us the difference between all 3 so we can become a better version of ourselves and learn how to regulate our emotions and control our impulses. So instead of reacting, we can respond. So we got a secret formula today to help you build habits that last. And believe it or not, it's really simple, and we've covered it in several other podcasts. And that secret formula is start small and gradually increase the difficulty. Start small and gradually increase the difficulty. For example, if you want to become an early bird so you can start exercising, it's new year, new you, new energy, everybody about to hit the gym, get their memberships back popping. Listen, I get it. So, of course, we're going to start off with that example because we're also given, I don't know why it's always easier to give examples for the fitness industry. But nonetheless, for example, if you want to become an early bird and you want to become an early bird so you can start exercising, you can begin your day with just 5 minutes of light exercising. And this can be as simple as stretching. And as you get better, you can amp up the intensity and the time. This is how you make those healthier habits stick like glue. You create mental self-discipline, and then you know how they say you start within the mind and then the body will follow. So the secret formula is to start small and set timers throughout the day. Millionaires actually focus on time and not the task. And that is something that I learned last year that is literally going to be one thing I'm sticking with for this year. And I want you to just understand, like, I know it's like real, it's real minor. It's like, that can't be it. And it's like, no, that's literally it. I can stop the podcast right there. Although I'm not, But, we got more. We're going to get into it like after this. But if you want those habits to actually stick like glue, you literally have to start small and gradually increase the difficulty as you go along. Okay? Water break. If you're new here, you have no idea what the heck that means. That just means that I'm going to take a few seconds to myself to hydrate myself, and you are going to do the same. Take a few minutes, pause this podcast and this video, and head over to hydrate yourself if you already haven't brung your coffee and wine and glass of water over with your little notebook and pen. And while you're at it, stay tuned to listen to this commercial as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I am excited to announce my new project for you guys. We are literally launching my collection, and it is called Boosting Your Self-Confidence. So I am pumped up. So if you are tuned in on this podcast, I want you to literally take 2 seconds and leave me a rating if you haven't done so already. But nonetheless, if you are looking for ways to create stunning and captivating photographs that will literally help you celebrate your confidence, individuality, and sensuality, then capturing the essence of your beauty and empowering yourself with a mindset and boudoir session is exactly what you need. During your session, I will guide you through your poses that highlight your best features and help bring out your inner radiance. Whether you want to create an intimate gift for your partner, embrace your body positivity, or simply have a confidence boosting experience, my mindset and boudoir sessions is the perfect choice for you. So I don't want you to miss out on this incredible opportunity if you're going to capture your unique beauty and create memories that will last a lifetime. Time is ticking, and 2024 is the perfect time to do it because this is your season. Book your session, get that mindset going on a different level that you can elevate yourself. Book that boudoir session so you can literally learn to boost your self-confidence and learn how to empower yourself. You are going to become that lens queen that is the best version of herself. You are a liberated, empowered, nurturing sister who quit using excuses and started elevating your mindset and nurturing self-care. You don't run from a challenge, you run towards it, okay? You are a liberated, empowered, nurturing sister who quit using excuses and started elevating your mindset and nurturing self-care. You don't run from a challenge, you run towards it, okay? I am so excited to get this project out to you guys. This is my baby, and you guys are my baby, so I definitely want to make sure this year is something that is motivating and empowering for all of us. So the best time to do it is now. Book that session. And we are back. You should be hydrated, so let's jump right back into the show. Okay, tip number 1 was to start small and then gradually increase. Tip number 2 is consistency is the key to keeping a habit alive, which actually brings us back to keeping your habits on track. When it comes to habits, there are 3 main components, like I mentioned earlier: the cue, the routine, and the reward. I don't know why I just said it like that, but the reward. The cue, the routine, and the reward. The cue is the trigger that initiates the habit, and often a specific situation, emotion, or time of the day. The routine is the behavior or action that follows the cue, which is the habit itself. And then finally, the reward is a positive outcome or feeling that reinforces the habit and encourages it to become more ingrained. I gotta say it fast so I can get it out there to myself. But the great thing about a podcast is you can stop, slow down, pause, rewind. And in the beginning, that's why I summed it up for you to understand the difference between the cue, aka the trigger, the behavior, aka the routine, and then the reward itself. But we're going to get more into that, and this is what I meant when I said this is how we stay consistent and how you master that self-discipline. The reward is the motivation, and later I'm actually going to get more into this on another show and teach you how you can bundle your rewards so you can get your tasks done and actually beat procrastination. There's also another podcast that we done earlier where it wasn't even earlier, it was a podcast that we did in the end of 2023 where we went over how to beat procrastination in 5 minutes that you can definitely check out as well. But understanding these 3 parts of a habit can be helpful in breaking old habits or forming new ones. And it's very important to know by identifying the cue and the reward, you can work on changing the routine in between. So, for example, we said that we wanted to become early birds earlier so that we can do some fitness. Well, if you have a habit of snacking when you're bored, that would be the cue. And feeling better afterwards, that's the reward. And you can replace the routine of snacking with a healthier activity, such as going for a quick walk or doing a short meditation. You can even start looking up healthier recipes, such as DIY parfaits, which I love myself. And it's like a little quick grab for late night sweet tooth. It's perfect. You go to the produce store, you get you some fruit, you you chop it up in little pieces, you get the little whipped cream, you get some granola bars, you can add all different types of little, variants of fruit that are healthy that you love that you can just quickly grab as a go-to snack to literally start forming better habits. You can replace that routine, like I said, of snacking with a healthier habit, and then you can, oh, I'm sorry, I don't know why I needed that. You can understand that overall your habits are powerful tools that can work for or against you. So instead of like grabbing a cookie and then feeling guilty for it later, you can just go ahead and snack on something that's healthier instead of listening this year when they tell you, don't get that snack. No, if you learn how to meal proportion, you ain't gonna have to worry about all of that. But like I said, this podcast is all about learning how to be selfish and it's learning how to do things for yourself. So for everybody who over here like, how the hell we get on fitness? It's just the examples that we give so you can understand the difference between a cue, a routine, and a reward. So overall, once you understand that habits are powerful tools that can work for or against you, depending on how we use them, and by recognizing the 3 parts of a habit and consciously working to change them, we can create positive changes in our lives and achieve our goals so that we can become the best version of ourselves. Because Lynn's queen. And my kings, I'm sorry, I don't know why I kept saying that, knowing that I got some kings that be listening. Shout out to y'all, I appreciate y'all. But Lynn's queen, make your habits an unbreakable part of your daily routine and don't let anything come in the way of your goals. And last but not least, if you keep the fire of motivation burning and more importantly, stay accountable for your actions, like tracking your progress and celebrating your milestones. We did another show on that as well, on teaching you how to celebrate your small wins and take bite-sized, take small bite-sized portions out of your large goals to help you get to your end goal faster. You can also share your achievement with friends and family members who can actually cheer you on versus bring you down and discouraging you. It's a motivation altogether. And then more importantly, like I said, you got to stay accountable for your actions. And in a nutshell, building habits that stick is kind of not rocket science. Like, you already know what to do. You got it in you. You just like listening to my damn voice at this point because I keep repeating the same things. But I love it. And I am a professional at doing it. So I appreciate y'all. You just need to know how to make it work for you so that you don't get discouraged along the way, because it does require a little bit of planning and a lot of determination. Like, even when I gave the example about fitness, there's a lot of people who didn't make fitness a New Year's resolution and they get discouraged even when they hear like, oh my God, another guru talking about working out. I'm so traumatized. And I mean, I'm not knocking them at all, and I won't even say, oh, health is wealth, because a lot of people already know there's a lot of sayings that I don't recommend or go with, because I'm a strong believer in health is wealth for the wealthy. But nonetheless, neither here nor there. If it sounds like you and you know for a fact you didn't have fitness on your New Year's resolution, I'm not upset with that. So I definitely just want to throw that out there and say, like, even when it comes to celebrating your milestones and understanding that you just have to be accountable for your actions and keep that motivation going, even if it isn't fitness, that is something that's on your well-being schedule for this quota or this year or this month, this week, this day in general. Just understand that it's a habit that can be broken if you want it to be broken. It's something that can be worked on if you want it to be worked on. As long as you make it part of your daily routine and don't let anything come in the way of your goals, you're gonna be all right. However, if you follow these tips, you can create habits that will transform your life and make you a habit forming superstar. But like I said, it's up to you to do the damn work. But nonetheless, I don't want to talk y'all ears off more than I already have. So hopefully we have learned something from today's little brief intermission of practical tips to help those New Year's resolutions stick like glue. And also, what is something that you decided that you wanted to do this year? Like, what's on your to-do list? Did you decide that you wanted to actually be a part of the resolution tribe, or did you decide to, you know what, I'm just going to rock out and let the universe guide me? Let me know. Okay, guys, hopefully you learned something in today's show and you're challenging yourself to be a better version of yourself every day. If you don't want to wait for a podcast, you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram at FunSize Photography, photography spelled FOTOGRAPHY. You can also check out my YouTube channel so you can see my face expressions and put a voice to a visual at FunSize Creations. And if you are looking for more help on your self-love journey, we would love for you to be a part of my Lens King community on Facebook. That's facebook.com/groups/fun and bold. I love you, and I want you to remember to sweat yourself before expecting other people to. And learn how to love yourself before trying to love someone else. And while you are at it, don't forget to leave me a review and be mindful of your journey. Do the work. Do not just say it, but actually do it. If you need an accountability partner, then be sure to get in contact with me via email at funsizephotography@gmail.com. Again, photography is spelled FOTOGRAPHY. You guys can send me voice notes and let me know what you need advice on. I read all my emails, comments, and the voice notes are, of course, a lot easier for me because I can respond right then and there and actually can throw those on the podcast as well. So if you would love help during your self-love journey and your self-care journey, do not hesitate to reach out to me. With that being said, be you, do you, and be true. More importantly, learn to love yourself before trying to love someone else. Get out of here and do one thing today that will get you out of your comfort zone because someone has to say it. Mwah. Love you guys. Later for now.